Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Deceiving Dishes. I am your girl Tip. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share my channel so that other viewers and readers like me can get on these good reads and get some good tea. As you all know, I am just reading my way through life, and I'm here to eat and give you guys some tea as mentioned before. Okay, now I know it's been a while since I've gone on a little rant about a book. So I finished One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris last night, and I have some thoughts and I wanted to share it with you all. What am I saying, right? But before I get into all of that, as I said, I was at Fuss 79 and I was having a mukbang, a Vietnamese and seafood dish or whatever. And I decided that I'll go ahead and give you guys a story time. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. I don't know if there's any book readers out there, but if you are, this book, y'all, you guys have to read it. But anyway, you guys see me having a struggle with this chopstick. I do know how to use a chopstick for the record, but for some reason that day I didn't seem to know what I was doing, but I do know how to use it, guys. So listen, cut me some slack. It happens. And I know I've been missing in action, but guys, trust me, I am here. In the background, I am just busy. I'm doing all type of stuff. So y'all, I got a video for y'all today. And it comes with a story time as all of my videos normally do. But let's just let's just get right into it. I'm not sure. I think this video is about like 30 minutes long, but I know my review on it is not that long. But I wanted to tell you guys a story that was interesting to me. All right, so One Summer in Savannah may be the best book I've read this year. And thus far, we are in August 2023. I've read a total of 171 books. That's a lot. And for me to say that One Summer in Savannah is the best book, y'all gotta believe this. So, this is the story of a young woman who she was pregnant at 18 years old. Now, she got pregnant as a result of a rape. She chose to keep the baby and raise it. This book, it deals with raw emotions, healing, forgiveness, and the fierce protective instincts of two mothers who love their children deeply. One being the rapist mother and her. The author was very effective in presenting thoughts, feelings, fears, and issues, of everyone affected by the assault, including the victim, her child, the perpetrator, and their families. The attack is self-referenced in the book, but it's not like detailed. It's very well written though, thought-provoking story, and I highly recommend anybody who like to read books and want to know like what happened in the book, y'all need to get the book like for real, like today. Now, just to go like in depth, the reason why I like the book, first being that I really like the story. I like the way that Tara, which is the author, she challenged us to think beyond the way we perceive forgiveness as individuals and who we should extend forgiveness to from an outsider looking in point of view. You know what I'm saying? I love what she did with that. Because you always, look, I'm not getting into too deep, but I do love what she did with that. And so for context on this book, we are following these two prominent characters 8 years after a rape has occurred. So we have Sarah, who is the survivor of the rape, and then we have Jacob, who is the identical twin brother of the rapist. Keep up, y'all. Did y'all hear what I said? Sarah is the girl who got raped, and Jacob is the twin brother of the rapist. Ah. Tara adds in this extra layer of romance where the two of them fall in love together. Hold up. So the rapist twin brother falls in love with Sarah, the girl who got raped. In another layer, that Sarah, of course, has the baby by the rapist, who she has been hiding from everyone in Savannah except her own family for the past 8 years. And so, with family issues for both of them, they're both drawn back to Savannah. Some themes that I always gravitate towards as a reader is grief, betrayal, conquering family issues, and addressing family issues, as well as the power of choice. And then now I'm really leaning into like how you move through life and forgiveness, especially with extreme circumstances like being raped and other life-changing events like the loss of a parent, loss of a brother, a sister, loved ones, whatever the case may be, just dealing with those real life adult problems. And Tara, she does phenomenal with addressing them in this book. Cause like imagine you get raped, right? And then after you get raped, you end up being pregnant. And now you have to deal with the fact, well, should I keep the child? Should I not? And you want to do what's right. And for me, what's right would be like to keep the child. And I understand the circumstances behind that, but you do keep the child. And then as you're raising your child with your parents or whatnot and your family, you meet somebody, and without knowledge, that person you end up meeting and falling in love with is your rapist's twin brother. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I'm speechless because I really don't know. And I want to give you guys like real good stuff, but you guys got to really stop and get this book and read it for yourself. With that said, this makes a very favorable book club pick. And I regret not picking it as my book club pick. But if you need a pick, grab this book. But I want to share the pieces of that. I want to share pieces of this that made me a little hesitant, to give this book like 4 or 5 stars. Because although the book is good, I still have my reasons or whatnot. Because aside from the obvious struggle of having to believe that a survivor of rape could fall in love with her rape identical twin brother, I think that just speaks to the challenges and the question that Tara wanted us as readers to even explore and think outside the box on. So I'm not going to touch too much on that. Like, you really want me to believe that I'm going to fall in love with my rapist twin brother? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Comment down below. How would you have handled that? To know that, like, you're dating somebody, not even knowing that that's the rapist's twin brother, and you end up falling in love. At that point of you falling in love, do you continue? Or do you, end the relationship? Like, what do you do? Because, honestly, your lover, the person you fall in love with, is actually your child's uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. However, this book is supposed to be, dual point of view. I read it. I had a really hard time believing that when Jacob was speaking, it was just Jacob and not Sarah speaking, because they would use the same phrases and terminology. So I was conflicted. I was kind of confused on that. Just even with internal thoughts, they would say a lot of the same things. And I don't know if there was if that was Tara's attempt to showcase that they're more alike than they are different. but it just didn't make for two unique individual character as I would have hoped. However, I really did love the way that Sarah's father interacted with people using poems and poetry and conversation rather than standard dialogue. You probably don't understand what I'm saying, but you guys got to grab the book so you guys could know. So, and just for the record, I read this book in two sittings. Like, I was so, I was like into it because I don't know, because I really had placed myself in Sarah's position, in Sarah's shoes, and I was like, dang, could I, like, I don't know. So then we also have like Alana, which is Sarah and the rapist's 8-year-old daughter. And the way that Sarah, Jacob, and Alana come together as a family unit again took me a lot to come to grips with, because it was just like, this is kind of odd, but I understand what Tara is attempting to do here within the story. But again, super weird. I didn't really like the transition of like focusing super heavy on science and the concept of time in the beginning of the book, and then it kind of flips into a romance novel and having these intimate scenes which felt awkward to me, again from an outsider looking in, of Sarah and Jacob intimate with one another. Because it's like, once you find out that the person who touched you, you're in love with the brother, how comfortable are you to like even be intimate at this point with this person? But Tara put it in there for us. It was kind of weird. It was just a lot. I wish like she kept the momentum of exploring Jacob's astrophysics as he understood his life challenges and things like that, because even as being a twin brother, knowing what your brother did to your wife or your partner, doesn't that mess with you at some point? Doesn't that? Anyway, but Jacob's mom, yeah, she can get these hands. I still didn't like her at the very end. It felt very fraudulent. Like, how you co-sign your son's behavior. Let me tell you guys a story, a side note. I used to date this dude, right? And I mean, just thinking about it pissed me off. But his mother would co-sign every single thing he did, right or wrong. And this man did some wrong. Like, his mom co-signs everything. As a parent, you know your child is messed up. You're supposed to set boundaries, discipline, like put your foot down, beat his behind if you have to, put him out, leave him on his own, whatever. Like, there's some things that I know I'm the parent, but you can't let everything slide. You need to let your child pay for their consequences and stop co-signing, thinking that, oh, this is my child, I'm going to protect him, this loyalty. No, you can't do that. How you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about mama's boys? It's like, I had my experience, and I would not ever do that again. But like I said, Jacob's mom, she could get these hands. She was so like when they first introduced her in the book, up until like the very end of it, honestly, I did not like her. She saw nothing wrong in either of the kids' behavior. She was just like, it is what it is, and that's crazy. I don't know. I love my child, my children's or whatever, but if you wrong, I'ma check you. Like, you will know. It's called like an enabler. Like, you just enabling everything. Like, they don't. Anyway, I'm going too deep for that. It's because I actually experienced that. I know how that feels. But anyway, to wrap it up though, this is just one of those stories I don't think that I would ever forget, and will always make for a great conversation starter, and just create a lot of of like discourse and self-reflection along the way. So I'm excited to see like what Tara puts out in the world next, like how else she challenges us to just how she grows as a writer, because this was a good nonetheless. This was good nonetheless, my bad. And if you do read it, talk to me, leave a comment down below about it, and you know, we can chit chat about it. I'll include a picture, which I think I probably already did or whatnot, but I know I gave you guys maybe too much, but these little bits and pieces that I feel like I gave is a reason why I feel like you guys should just really stop what y'all doing and go grab this book. Look, even if you're not a person that reads books, you can actually download the audiobook, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's like $7 if you do audio, and I think like 17 if you do paperback or whatever, meaning like the actual book cover. But I like to read because it really expands your imagination, and it has you really thinking or whatnot. And I usually tell people this, like, the answer to some of your questions. What is going on? Why do Alexa think I was talking to her? Anyway, but I always tell people this: the answer to the questions that you're asking is in the book that you're not reading. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you have questions to some things or certain things, it's in the book that you're not reading. And apart from this book really forces you and challenge you about forgiveness. Could you guys really forgive someone who did that serious crime to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, could you really do that? I per se can't even put myself in that position to think how I would handle it. Like, to know that I fell in love with the person who touched me, brother, and the mom is co-signing everything, and then I have my daughter play like playing with her uncles slash, like, I don't know, like stepdad. I don't know. I don't see it. But this could very well be someone else's story. This may very well be someone's true story. And if you have, experienced that or have dealt with that or know someone who has, let me know their thoughts. Let me know, like, how did they manage to even handle that type of grief? Or is it still grief now? Like, I don't know. I can't even have a complete sentence because this story got me shook. But anywho, we're 20 minutes into this video, and I do want to thank you guys, like, for stopping by and watching my channel and seeing this video. I do appreciate it. I know it's been like a long time, maybe like 5 months since I've uploaded, and to be honest with you guys, like I said earlier, I've been tied up. I've been doing things. Look at the hair that's on the pig feet. I'm not eating that. It look like a nose, right? But y'all, I was getting so full. Like, I was getting full. This is like my go-to meal. I love, love, love bun bò It's a Vietnamese dish. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Kim Thai on YouTube. Like, she loves this, and this is where I got this from, and I've been eating it ever since. I really strongly believe that my taste palette is more towards the Asian type of dishes. I really, really love that. Like the regular foods, I mean, I could eat it, but it doesn't satisfy me or do anything for me, and it honestly, like, tastes funny or tastes weird. It's crazy because, like, I started a YouTube channel, called Deceiving Dishes, and the reason why I called it Deceiving Dishes is because I normally eat food that does not look appealing, like foods that people would probably like, or people my color will probably skip on. They'll probably get something else, but it actually tastes good if you guys actually give it a try. So the deceiving part of it is that it looks crazy, it looks weird maybe to some, but it actually tastes good. It has flavor. I will say this too. This bowl tastes more like a regular pho than it did as bun bò, but it had all the ingredients of the bun bò. I want to say that it wasn't done cooking, like the broth wasn't done cooking, so they just kind of like mixed the two dishes together. Because I did come like around 3, and maybe people usually eat that, and it was really hot out there. They probably didn't think somebody was gonna come for soup or whatnot, or pho or broth. But me, I typically do. I have this at least once, maybe. Nah, I have this about 3 times a week, and of course I have mussels or whatnot. The um the video looks like this because I could not get like a good stance. Like if I would have moved it a little bit to the left, you would have seen other people. Moved it to the right, you would have seen other people. And then so I had it hooked on actually had my camera hooked on the table, and I wanted you guys to see the food primarily, so I had to lower it down a little bit so you guys could see what I was eating or whatnot. And people was like watching me like, what is she doing? I mean, like by now, you guys should know what I'm doing. You know, like when you see somebody go into the restaurant with a camera or their phone and their stand and their lighting, you already know what's going on, you know? Just, you know what's going on. But yeah, I was getting watched, and that's why I kept looking at them like, what? You guys know what it is? The waitress knew what I was doing. She was like, oh, it's gonna suck because this person is to your left, and this person is to your right, so you're gonna have to like move this around a little bit. She was like, and these people, they usually come here all the time, so they're not leaving anytime soon. So I had to use what I had to get what I wanted. So, y'all, I know I said so much and I've been speaking throughout this whole video. I really, really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was getting so full, but it was good overall. I said I would upload every other day to try to like get my content up, because I mean, we eat every day, so why not pull out a camera or your phone if you don't have a camera, and just start recording, and see what's going on in other people's lives. If you new here, like I said before, look, I had to put that to the side. I was done, but I do have to finish those mussels off or whatever. It was just a few left. If I could critique the mussels, it did not have enough of that hurricane season that I usually have on there. But like I said, the time that I came, I didn't expect it all to be prepared. But if you have it on your menu, why not have everything ready when you guys open, right? Because it sucks to like go to the store and or a restaurant to order a food, and the food that you want is not even ready yet. Like, bruh. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys for stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and finish out this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will try to upload on a more consistent basis. But y'all, if you guys really want to know more about, because I only gave you guys a little bit, but if you guys really want to know more about One Day in Savannah, the book, I don't forgot the name of the book, but anyway, if you guys want to know more about that book, go to Amazon and type in the title and purchase the book. My mind is going blank, y'all. Let me get up out of here. As I said before, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys later.